For years, Charles Henley had been the nation's favorite mix of mischief and pure sunshine. A legendary game show host, the king of lightning-fast comebacks, and the man whose laugh felt like a warm cup of tea on a rainy day. No matter what kind of chaos erupted in the studio, Charles always handled it with the grace of a comedian and the enthusiasm of someone who had secretly swallowed a disco ball. Everyone saw the jokes, everyone heard the laughter, but almost no one saw what was happening behind the scenes. Because for months, maybe longer, Charles had been keeping something heavy tucked behind that familiar smile. A private battle, a struggle he didn't want anyone, fans, friends, or the entire television-loving universe to see. And the moment the truth finally surfaced, the first person who couldn't hold back their emotions was his wife of 27 years, Diana Henley. Diana, known for her elegance, her steady calm, and her uncanny ability to keep Charles from dancing on tabletops at family weddings, had been trying to stay strong for him. But the moment their private situation became public, everything she'd been holding in slipped through her fingers like sand. Witnesses described it as heartbreaking, Diana shaking, trying to hide her tears, clutching the hands of close friends who were trying desperately to comfort her. For a woman who had always been the quiet guardian of their family life, the sudden spotlight on something so deeply personal was overwhelming. And all of it traced back to Charles's stubbornness. The good-natured, heroic kind of stubbornness that made him want to protect the people he loved by pretending everything was fine. He told himself he was just tired, told his son, Oliver, that he was getting old, not unwell, told Diana that the heaviness in his chest was probably because he ate too many sausage rolls on set. But Diana wasn't buying any of it. She knew her husband too well. She knew when he was faking a smile. She knew when he was deflecting. She knew when he was scared. Eventually, after one too many moments where Charles tried to laugh off something that didn't feel funny at all, Diana gently but firmly insisted he get checked. And when the truth came, it landed like a weight on both of them. Diana tried to hold it together, tried to stay calm, tried to be the anchor in a storm she wished she could stop with her bare hands. But when the story leaked and the world suddenly knew what Charles had been fighting in silence, her emotions finally broke free. And in that moment, millions of people saw that even the strongest hearts sometimes tremble. Their son Oliver reacted instantly. He cleared his schedule. He started showing up to every appointment, carrying snacks, terrible jokes, and enough pep to power an entire city. His bond with his father, already iron-strong, became the driving force behind Charles's determination to keep going. Diana, meanwhile, became the gentle warrior beside him, encouraging him to rest, nagging him to slow down, wrapping him in love even when he pretended he didn't need it. There were days she cried in private, nights she barely slept, mornings she forced shaky smiles, but she stood by him every step of the way. And Charles, even in his toughest moments, he found ways to stay himself. He cracked jokes at appointments. He flirted with nurses to make Diana laugh. He insisted on wearing bright, ridiculous socks because, according to him, serious situations deserve unserious fashion. The moment the public found out, messages flooded in faster than Charles could make a sarcastic comment. Fans shared their love, their memories, their support. Some sent drawings, others sent letters. A few even wrote poems. Terrible poems, but poems nonetheless. The world wanted Charles to know he wasn't alone. And the truth was, he wasn't. Not for a second. He had Diana's heart, Oliver's strength, and a nation that refused to let his brightness dim. The road ahead wasn't simple, it wasn't quick, And it wasn't predictable. But with his family holding him close, and his spirit refusing to break, Charles Henley stepped into every new day with the same determination he once brought to his very first audition. And through it all, there was hope. Hope woven into Diana's trembling smile. Hope glowing in Oliver's steady loyalty. Hope carried by the millions who believed in him. Hope that the man who made the world laugh would soon laugh freely again.